Hello, hello. Happy Easter. Welcome, everyone. So, quickly, just what happened, if you would like to know, is Seth and I just went live for an hour almost without ever having pressed the live button. And some of you might have noticed that in our classroom, in the calendar, it mentioned 1 p.m. and on YouTube it mentioned 2 p.m. So there you go. Happy Easter. We are now here. I am here. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Easter. Oh my goodness. I can't tell you how funny that is. Yeah, Shalane, you said it says 1 exactly. So basically, literally, what happened is I put the wrong time into our calendar, but the right time into YouTube. And there we go. Let's get started. I don't want to keep everyone here. Today is a simple kickoff call. So meaning I will just take you around, talk a little bit about what you will get in your emails, the ones that don't have the AI Grimm Assistant right now, and then also kicking it off tomorrow. There will be much more going on this coming week. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. I practiced for an hour now, so I can share my screen. I can talk. Everything is my head. There must have been some fairies. Happy Easter, Kim. Happy Easter. So nice to see you. And I will literally not take a lot of your time, but I wanted to come live rather than sending an email because I think it is just important. So let's get started. Heart-centered email marketing funnel workshop challenge. My goal for this week is that we're going to start tomorrow with creating a lead magnet and an email sequence and an opt-in page, or first opt-in page, then the email sequence, to get your first mini funnel set up. Today, don't worry about any of the words, anything that needs to or everything that needs to be understood and come up, we will talk about in the next 4 days. Today, it's just an overview. Let it sink in and don't get somehow, oh my God, I don't understand what this is and this and that. And what is she talking about? And hell, what am I doing here? So it's always with everything you start, any new workshop, any new task you go for and you haven't done before, it's always overwhelming. So skip that fear. We are here. I reserved this entire week to answer your questions and be on your side and get you set up fully. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to just quickly touch base, but we are not going to do a lot more today because we will talk about it every single day. So day 1, tomorrow, Monday, we will talk about a lead magnet idea. Day 2, we will generate our lead magnet. We will create one. Day 3, we are going to create an opt-in page. And day 4, we are going to actually write a 3 to 5 email sequence. Hello, Erin. Nice to see you. Thank you for jumping on. I know it's Sunday. I'm going to keep it super short today. So four things we're going to do this week. On Sunday, we will have a 3-hour implementation. So my biggest hope and goal for you is that we are going to start tomorrow and we are going to finish on Sunday with something that we will have finished. So the funnel should be set up. So on Sunday, we're actually going to test your funnel. We're going to have the first people join your email list on Sunday evening after 6 p.m. or Monday when you want to put it live. So I know we have been talking about it a lot. I don't want you to do this by yourself because often how workshops work is somebody sits on this side here. They talk about a lot what this all is, but there is no actual implementation. So we will be talking about this and implementing, and there is going to be homework and action. You will get access to the AI assistant, the Grimm assistant, to get these tasks done faster for you. Hi, Jean. Let's see. I created a blend specifically for motivation today, so I am ready. Yes. Okay. So you are both human after all. I know, right? So literally, we talked for 1 hour into the void, but I practiced. Here you go. You get the better version right now. So one more time. The owl is going to be the clarity for your lead magnet idea. We're going to create the lead magnet on Tuesday. We are going to create a landing page on Wednesday, and we're going to create the emails on Thursday. And then you have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to implement everything if you wish with my help, our help. Seth is always going to be in the technical part background. And you will leave on Sunday with a full working funnel, your first mini full working funnel. That's the goal. So, just to kick it off, one more time, welcome everyone. I will show you a little bit around. You will get access to the AI Grimm assistant. And why we are going to do this is literally to just streamline the entire process. For everybody that has already access to the AI Grimm assistant, you most likely don't have much homework today because you probably have already quite a few documents in there. And that is what we are going to have as a homework today. Upload 15 to 20 documents. I will show you in a moment what the AI Grimm Assistant looks like. The reason why we are doing this is because we are going to basically create our lead magnet, the landing page, the welcome emails based on your business and not on somebody else's business. Big difference between ChatGPT and Grimm is that we are working with our documents. We are working with the BMW. ChatGPT is the Volkswagen or something else, which is working, but it's not working with your documents. You cannot upload 20,000 documents to ChatGPT. It would collapse. It would not allow it. You can do this with the AI Grimm Assistant, and you can upload all of your documentation, and we will start using it, repurposing your content over and over and over again. That's why we are setting up the assistant. That's why for some of you, you will get access for 7 days to use it intensively to get specifically this challenge done. So we will upload files, and I will give you a list of what to upload. I will not leave you alone. And that will then be the foundation to actually create the lead magnet. So it matters what kind of products what kind of files you're going to upload. They need to be business related. And I will get to this in a moment. But with those 15 to 20 documents specifically around your power product, your bestseller, your main offer you're having, what are you selling? You do need to ask yourself this week these questions. Really is like, what are you going to make money with? What is your bestseller? Is it all aligning? So we'll be talking about this much more tomorrow. You might be asking what kind of files you will be uploading. So in general, we need a few of your business files, the About Me page, something like your emails, blog posts, anything that you have written already about your business and who you are and what your business delivers as value to customers. If you don't have that yet, or you don't know where that is, try to find it, and or take something with what you want to do as a business. Take your journey. So we will be talking a bit about this more anyway. So you want to have some kind of documents, emails you have written, anything about a product or a product line or your main offer. It could be physical products like essential oil blends, soaps, anything like this. We want to have product descriptions in there. We want to have email communication in there. The assistant is yours, so it's private. Nobody else will see these documents. It's all your documents. So you can upload them there and you can work with them specifically. As I mentioned here, anything about around essential oil blends, recipes, research papers, anything that will elevate your business to the next level, and you need to have the knowledge. If you, for example, do yoga classes, put a yoga class outline. If you do workshops, then put a workshop outline. If you do markets, put a list together what you always take to the markets. What do you say to the people? What kind of questions do you get? put this all into your assistant. And if you do, for example, aromatherapy for PTSD, you want to have articles that prove that essential oils work, for example, with PTSD or anxiety. If you create anything else in terms of information flow, where do you get your ideas from? You want to feed that into the assistant. And don't worry about how the assistant works. I will put a video out on how to upload 2 types of different file systems, and then you can upload them. This is going to be the only, you don't even need to understand how to use it right now. You just need to understand that you need to have files in your assistant, and I'm going to show that in a moment as well. So where to find the ideas about the documents is you go to the classroom in our AI Grimm, the Leads by AI Grimm class community. Then you click on classroom, go to start here, and your first homework is mentioned here. So down here, I have a lovely PDF ready for you, and it will give you all kinds of ideas on what to upload. The PDF looks like this, and it will give you anything about your brand and business, offers and sales materials, strategy, insights, and content, and optional but powerful is recorded webinars, transcripts. And you know what I do now since 2 years is when I don't have a document, but I have ideas, I record them on otter.ai. And I think it's actually free for 300 minutes. So you can record everything on otter.ai, and I let all my thoughts go and go and go and go and record it, take the transcript, and then I put it into the assistant as well. So this is where you can go. It's a interesting. Yeah, I did the Airbnb project. I do my workshop planning ideas. I think a lot when I'm driving. I also think a lot when I'm just walking around. So I constantly record my ideas. Then I put it into our AI Grimm, and it gives me entire work schedules back out in the chat here. So I brainstorm, I talk, and I put it into the Grimm, and then I get entire workflows out. It's incredible. So you will find this resource of what kind of documents to upload in your classroom under your first homework. So what I want you to just take away today is if you have access to the AI Grimm assistant already, you don't need to worry about getting an email today because you have access. Use that. If you have forgotten your password, if you don't know how to access it, do send me a quick message on School or by email as well. hello@blendprecisely.io or hello@aigrimm.com. And then you go and upload your files, 15 to 20 business documents. And I said one more time here where to find it. And then you can query your files. Your very first prompt today to just query your files is this one here, where you basically say, once you have uploaded all your files, please retrieve all the information you have about, and then enter your product name. For example, about your bestseller soap, Erin, the name of it. Or given that you have, of course, uploaded documents around your bestsellers. Or Shalane, please retrieve all the information you have about my equine workshop, if you do one, for example, online workshop. Or Jean, you can put in, please retrieve all the information you have about my next market I'm going to be part of, if you have a ride or a workshop you do next. So you can use this prompt as your very first prompt. Important, just one more time, focus only on files that align with your niche and main offer product line right now. For this week, all we want to have is anything that aligns directly with your offer. And the reason is that we want to create the lead magnet based on your main offer. So if you go to markets, I want to have all the information about markets in there and your bestseller at the markets. If you create a workshop, I want to see that you have all of your workshop ideas. If it is a transcript, a webinar, or if it is an information you found on the internet, copy it into the AI assistant. Okay, so that was a fire hose of information right now, but we are going to go through this step by step. So first of all, let me just go into our community. So the community has a few different tabs here up on top: community, classroom, calendar, the members, map, leaderboards, and about. So the community itself is where all of the talk is happening. Please, please, please always remember, a community is something like, if you go to a party and you open up the door and it's complete silence in the party or at the party, nobody talks. It would be so embarrassing and horrible to be at that party, and you would probably walk out backwards. So please, if you can, engage with our people here. And there was already so much engagement, and it was so, so beautiful to see it. But ask questions, come in here, discuss things. Say, I do not understand what you're talking about, Katrine. Please explain. There is the Q&A thread. Always use this one. Just come in here and post your question. Some of you are already maybe advanced and they can answer and help you right away. And if not, I will definitely answer the questions within a few hours normally. I really, as I mentioned, I really want to be on top of this workshop with you together. So it's like a little pinky promise between the two of us. You get to the end and you have a working, beautiful funnel, and I get to help you as much as I can during this entire week. So come and ask questions, come and use this post section. Say, I am happy and I just created my lead magnet. Here it is. What do you all think? The more feedback you can get, and then you just post it, it goes into general discussions. The more feedback you can get about any step you do, and if you're unsure and if you can take feedback and you're okay with positive or negative or medium feedback, you will advance much, much faster. This is the trick of business owners. They fail quickly and win faster because they actually do a lot in a short amount of time. So ask questions. That helps. I was so, so shy. I think I said that here. I never did until I met this guy, Seth, and he is like such a talker and such a question asker because he never feels embarrassed about any question. I always felt embarrassed, but not anymore because I can see that I can move forward much faster. So yeah, be part of the community because we do have this little leaderboard for the ones that are competitive. Kimberly is mostly on place 1. So if anybody wants to take up Kimberly, you just need to post questions, engage with other posts, and or like others. So feel free to try to kick off Kimberly from the top, which might never happen, but it might. I don't know. I know we have a few. I know you well enough at this point, I think, and I could project who might be the most active person here in our leaderboard. But anyway, I don't even like the word leaderboard because leader is just interesting to me, but I used it actually in the classroom. The next step is our calendar. Feel free to go into these ones and just click, when you go to the YouTube channel, you can click notify me, and then you will get the information that it will be kicked off. And here we go. You can then click just down here, notify me. Do you see that? Yeah, here. This notify me button you can use. And let's go back here. So check out these ones. The one on Sunday is our implementation one, 3 hours long. I will stick around until you have your funnel ready. So that's going to happen on Sunday. So you have 2 days of Katrine vacation, and then you will have Sunday to implement everything. I really would love to celebrate everybody that can get through this. If not, we will still make it happen somehow that you can get it done. But there's energy, there's momentum. If something is working, then this will be the best time, I think, to finish it up. Our classroom. Today, you will get access to the Start Here section. in the Start Here section. Hello, Victoria. I just saw that you got on. In the Start Here section, you're going to see your first homework. Log into the Grimm, upload documents. These are the files you can upload: docs, text, PDFs, and markdowns. And then also, happy Easter. And then also make sure that you upload the documents related to your products and offerings. And then you're going to go ahead and, if you wish, to please retrieve your first prompt, the one I put into the chat already. And then also rename the chat maybe to my first prompt. There will be a video shortly after this live I'm going to put out here, and you can actually see how it works exactly. I'm going to go exactly through these steps, so for you to see how to just get this homework done. This should not take longer than 30 minutes today. So uploading 50 to 20 documents, deciding on them and uploading them, and then maybe trying one prompt out in the prompt chat should not take longer than 30 minutes. You can still upload more documents tomorrow in the coming week, but just for today, try to remember to upload the 15 to 20 documents. The questions, always any kind of questions this week, please come back here and post them to our question thread. The tools we will be using are only 3 tools. We will be using the Grimm Assistant. We will be using MailerLite or something similar. Any kind of email service provider, ESP short, is like MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, Kajabi, Nerdly. I know, Shalene, you're using Nerdly. Anything like this will work. You just need to have an email service system set up. And I think most of you actually do already. So that will be super helpful. If you need help around it, I did put links in here on where to get. Do let me know as well. And MailerLite has a ton of beautiful tutorials available too. So they are super helpful. Also, when you send an email, don't be shy asking, sending emails or using the tutorial section of MailerLite. And we will be using Canva, but you can use any kind of tool you like. I know there are many other tools as well. I use Canva heavily. I have produced over now 2,000 Canva templates. So I know my way around and I can help you best there. I can also help you best with MailerLite and obviously AI Grimm, no question. But I can also look always into something else if you have a question around another tool like MailChimp or ActiveCampaign. I used MailChimp at one point and switched over to MailerLite. I've never used ActiveCampaign. I'm very well with Kajabi as well, and System.io. I just started using, looking at it, not very familiar there. So yeah, business abbreviations. I know this is a pain point for many people. I love to use ESP, CRM, CEO. I like to use also SEO. I like to use SaaS. I like to use SLO. I like to use many, many other ones. So I made you a list of my abbreviations I use regularly and a lot. They're all categorized by tech and AI, finance and metrics, because it's all part of the business, right? Digital products and funnels, and we all want to own a business and make money, sales and marketing, and general business terms, what you probably know already, most of them, B2B and so on. So you have that list. I know, Erin, I know. I think it is awesome because I think I created this a few times, but I just put this one more time together because it always updates, obviously, too, especially with AI now. So this list you can find in business abbreviations, and there's a PDF. Now let's just hop. You will also find the webinar replay about email marketing, and you will receive 420 subject lines. So those subject lines you can already use in your emails or your upcoming emails. You will also create your own subject lines, but to just get a feeling, these 420 subject lines, generic wellness and aromatherapy related, they will show you what a subject line is. An email subject line is the most important part when sending an email. Nobody is opening up your email if they don't feel compelled to open up your email. So you have, like, when you scroll through social media, there the most important part is the image, right? Scroll stopping image. You might have heard about that. In emails, it needs to be the email subject line. So I put together a document of 420 different email subject lines. You don't need to take this with you tonight and read them all, but I want you to really get familiar with marketing and observe it and looking at emails you have received from people you signed up for. So feel free to download it and read it tonight. If not, don't worry about it. I will harass you with email subject lines. And then let's go in. There's one thing that you will get this week, and that is the AI image creator. And I know for many people that me, I am a big fan of design. I'm also a big fan of photography. I studied photography, and so this is a big heart. But there are two things in business that will make you stand out above everything else or everyone else. One is your personality. You should be you. Quirky, weird. I mean, I'm talking about myself. Quirky, weird, German, making mistakes in spelling, being just like harassing people down until they get it done. I have my quirks, and I didn't own them for the longest time because I was super shy. I always thought I needed to be that person that is so perfect over there, or this person over there. I don't think everybody on here right now has personality or issues not showing them. I don't know, but I can only tell you from my perspective, the more you become you in your business, the more you can differentiate yourself and your business from others, because everything has been done already. There are millions of soaps out there. There are millions of workshops out there. There are millions of ideas out there. But what is not out there is you and the product you chose. And second, so be you. I'm me. I'm a hoodie girl, and I will wear more hoodies in the future. I love hoodies. I do like fine clothes too, but I love hoodies. So I just made it a point yesterday thinking it's like, I want to wear more hoodies again. I don't know why I like them. I just like them. And the German hoodie girl, I guess. So the second thing is, that you should be using designs as much as possible. Everybody is using Canva or some kind of tools where you find the same images. If you put in Canva essential oils, everybody is using the same essential oils images. So you can see. So make it a point to differentiate yourself with your own AI images now, if you can and want. It's just a suggestion. So we put it actually into the AI Grimm. And in addition, you will also get already some prompts you can use. So let me just put this one up here as 100%. I have given you image prompts over here that produce really unique and different images. This was all about the herbal garden image. So you will be able to see this one. And I've got more images over here that are more photorealistic images. And by the way, it actually adds the text as well. So you can look at those ones. Plus, on top of it, here are background images we will be using for our opt-in page, because the opt-in page needs to have like a beautiful diffused something in the background. So all I can give you is the tools right now, and you make the decisions if you want to use them. So I'm going to show you how, let's say we're going to use an herb garden here. So I'm going to just take this prompt here, copy, then we're going to come over to the AI Grimm Assistant, go down to graphics, go to the image generator and put this prompt in, generate image, and it will give you an image. So I've given you prompts that you can use, but you can revamp them all. You can say something completely different in here. I can say, give me an herb garden and I don't know, during the golden hours. Close up shot of Rosemary. Let your idea go wild. And let's see what it generates. You can play around with this. So this is going to be available to you. See this? A close-up shot of Rosemary in the golden sunlight, and there it is. Then you can copy this image and put it directly into Canva, or you can download this. So this is what you will get also. Everybody that is currently part of AI Grimm, you will see this one pop up as well. And then the others I'm going to take you through right now is you will get access to the assistant. Here are my files, and then you upload those ones. And here's the chat to chat with your files. You will get access tomorrow to our business prompts, a subset of business prompts we will be using directly strategically placed so you can create the idea of a lead magnet, the opt-in page, as well as the email sequence, and a couple of more prompts. These prompts are being used to query your documents you're uploading today or you have already in your system. Then you will get access to the content creator. Here you can just put a simple file in and it will produce 19 pieces of content and sends it to your email. Jean, it's here now, by the way. And then you will have access, that's not this, but then you will have access to 309 different art styles. You can use those art styles to produce your images and be more unique in your theme. So this is what you will get access to for the ones that are already part of our AI Grimm Society and AI Grimm Assistant. You will see this one pop up. Seth is right now working in the background to send all of these images, and then you will get them. So you can use, for example, the image here. You can copy this one out, abstract, whatever. You can put in lavender field and yoga mat in the style of, and then you paste it in here, and then you click generate image, and then something comes up. This one is an interesting, brush strokes and mark making. Okay, so this one comes up, and then you can click generate one more time if you didn't like it, and there you go. And then you have different images. So clear, download, use it. Okay. Now, let me just go through here and go to the last slide, questions and clarifications. And while you're thinking maybe of questions and putting them in, I just wanted to say one more time that the day today is going to be a few simple things. Go to your assistant, you will upload it, you will find a video inside of the Start Here section. So how do you get there? You're just coming in here, you go to the classroom, you click on the Start Here that is going to be visible in a moment, and then you will find a video. In fact, I'm going to add this page and just going to call it Upload of Your Files. I'm going to save it right now, and I'm going to move it right under the first homework, and I will create a video in a moment when we hang up, and this video will be here, and you will be able to follow along to upload your documents. So that will happen today. I also have post-it notes. Can you see them? Everything I want to talk about, so I don't forget anything. We talked about abbreviations. We talked about Q&A post. We talked about the access to the assistant. Seth is going to send emails in a moment for everyone that does not have yet access. If you have lost your access, do let us know as well. Just chat, put it in the Q&A, or send us an email. hello@blendprecisely.io or hello@aigrimm.com. We talked about the image generation part. We talked about the content time machine that is part of the assistant, and you can create 19 pieces of content. And we also talked about the file upload. So I got my list done here. So let's see. Do you have any questions? Let me just go through. Love the content creator. Yes, I know, because I know every Sunday for you, Jean, you create your posts and I love seeing them. Love the AI image generator feature and already thinking how to use the photos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're so welcome, Kim. Absolutely. It's a beautiful new thing. Shalane, Katrine traits, patient, generous, helpful, caring, funny, humorous, smart, teacher, mentor, and the list goes on. Shalane, you forgot German and direct, and I can find a few other traits that might be not as beautifully mentioned. That's awesome. Right, right. Yes. If I had more time, I'd give her a run for her money. Victoria, happy Easter. So do you have any other questions? This is the prompt to use later on. I have about 600 in there. You go, Erin. Super good. Nice. Nice. Yes, that has been the way with most people. That's why I love what you do. Yeah. So you both are human. That was after me talking for 1 hour and not recording or anything. I created a blend. Oh, right. Okay, so we are already at the top here. The motivation blend. So perfect. Any questions? I'm looking forward to the photo generator. I knew this will be a hit because we are such visual people, I think, right? So it's so important to integrate that into your designs, I think, and in what you do as well. You can try it. And you can work any kind of art styles, from surrealism to abstract to, you can put in Monet-like, you can put in Van Gogh-like, whatever you find or you fancy, you can put in. All right, I'm not going to keep you much longer. You will get this replay. By the way, everything is recorded and will show up immediately in our classroom, the recording. And we will also have all the other recordings in the classroom available. They are yours to keep and to work with. If you can come live, you can ask questions. I know some of you are working full time, so it's not going to be necessarily possible, but the live or the replay will then be available for you. So that is it, I think. All right. So if there are no questions here right now, put them into the community. And other than that, I will see you back tomorrow. And if you have questions around access to the assistant, do come to me and chat with me or send me an email. I'm going to put my email one more time in. You can put this one, then it goes directly to me as well. Okay, happy Easter, everyone, and off you go to your homework. For the ones that have it already, you're all good. I always think I forgot something, but I think I didn't today. Bye-bye, everyone. Ciao. Have a good Easter.